Welcome to Golden Mountain, Golden Meadow. I read a situation, I read a story, I read about a crane who was very, very crafty. And then the time when the summer was almost at the verge of ending, during that time, what happened was a pond was drying and slowly the evaporation had been taken place. So, thought of an advantage. So, what he did was the crane went to the pond, and then there were so many fish, including crab and other creatures as well. So they would, since the pond was drying, it was just saying, "Okay, let me help you." So the fish, if you want to survive, then I'll take you to the place I know where you have a lot of water, you can swim a lot, and then you can enjoy your life. Being in one hand they were at the brink of the death, and the other hand they need to survive. So they agreed, okay, take me or take us all the fish out of this pond and take us to the place that you know that's safe and that's quite very, very wonderful and full of water that they can swim enough of them. Well, hi everybody. With this short story, short story, I would like to welcome everyone once again. Hi, everyone. Okay. Regarding the questions that you've been asking actually. No school, Woli, yes, hi, sir, XD, no, sir, yup, bye, sir. Okay. I'll not be able to answer that one because not under my control. And as far as the news is concerned, government, the managerial government, okay, they've already decided that schools must close down for about the rest of the days that we have in this month. That is today it's sixth. It means for another 3 weeks. So they have decided, but I don't know where James is going to know what James is going to or what other schools are going to do, because it's upon the local authority again. The municipalities, they have to decide under which faculty what they are planning and what is their common decision, that whether they would be completing all the examinations, and they would provide a new routine for upcoming examinations, or they would be pushing the examinations a bit more backward. Maybe I can't just imagine and guess right now. We just have to wait for the final decision being taken by the Lalitpur district for Lalitpur and Bhaktapur district for Bhaktapur, for Bhaktapurian, and for Kathmandu district municipality. It's to decide, okay, whether the schools are going to be immediately shut down or closed down, or they'll have some kind of you know the protocols continued, and then probably they'll continue for some days. Okay. Arohi Adhikari, sir, school band hunalai ho. The same thing I was telling. It's not under our control, and it's gonna be the decision of the municipality as well as the school management itself. So we, as soon as we get the notice, obviously we'll be telling. Let me continue the story that I was telling. The crafty crane was telling all the fishes in the drying pond that they will be taken to the safety pond where they have got lots of fresh water and they can swim and they can enjoy the life over there. Hearing this, they wanted to, to they wanted to go there, right? They wanted to go to the place, where um, they can swim and they can live renewed life rather than dying in this drying pond. So, Crane, as being a crafty Crane, said that I would take one at a time, not all. I can't carry all of you, but I would take one at a time, and I'd be carrying you to the other pond, flying together. All right. So the fish are different type of fishes. They agreed that they would be going to the other side of the safe side, rather than staying and dying in this drying pond. Well, One after another, the fish were carried. One after another, they were taken to somewhere in a flight. And the crab, living in the same pond, had a doubt and wanted to fly together with it as well. Okay, the turn, as he insisted a lot, Crane agreed that he would be taken in a flight to the other side of the pond. Well, as the crane was carrying, or the crab agreed that it would stay together at the back of the flying crane, and the crane also agreed the same. So both of them started flying together, and after some time, maybe about a kilometer distance, the crab noticed something on the ground, on the floor, the bed of the terrain, and it was crystal clear that they were the bones of the fishes. So immediately it understood that it's the craft of this cunning crane that it's killing one after another fish. So immediately the crab started crawling onto the back of the neck, and then it strangled the neck of the crane. Crane was shouting, "Oh, I'm getting strangled! I'm suffocating! Please, please leave my neck, so that I can fly properly." But it did not. It did not listen. The crab understood that this is a cunning and criminal type of crab. So it a criminal type of crane. So crab with the both seizures, like its hands started, you know, cutting the neck of or strangling the neck of the flying bird crane, and it ended in its death. So it's Kali Yuga actually. What you do, same thing you do. It's same like the cliche or proverb that you say, "As you sow, so shall you reap. As you sow, so shall you reap." Okay, that's what the short story about. So I'm going to continue our reading. The reading today we have is connectives. They are linking words, and the linking words, like the grammar portion says, engage yourself within that. We have a certain words like though, although, even though, despite, in spite of, however, etc. are examples of contrastive conjunction. Contrastive means contrast, opposite. So opposite conjunctions. Conjunctions are joining words. They link two ideas that are considered to be different. In other words, they are used to contrast one idea with another, where one piece of information appears to be surprising or unexpected in view of the other idea. Now we have a certain exercises to do. This we have to fill in with the words that we just have read. They supposed to link to the ideas. Let's say first one we have choose the best alternative within that and fill in the blanks itself. Thus, a huge amount of money has been poured into literacy program. Literacy levels do not appear to be improving. So, though, although, even though, despite, in spite of, however, etc., any of the best ones you can choose. Number B, thus she was very popular, she didn't win the election. Okay, maybe despite she was very popular, she didn't win the election. Although she was very popular, she didn't win the election. So you can choose one of the contrasting words. So if you directly go into the options that are given over here, I should read that and those as well. Although, despite, in spite of. So in spite of she was popular, mhm, doesn't give sense. Despite she was very popular, mhm, although she was very popular, she didn't win the election. So that could be the best one. So let's go for number C. That's her busy time schedule. She completed her task on time. So you have got options. However, in spite of, though. So can we have however her busy time schedule? Doesn't give time. In spite of her busy time schedule, she completed her task on time. All right, that could be. Though her busy time, it doesn't give a sense. So in spite of her busy time schedule, she completed task on time should be the best answer for this question. Number D, we have dash. The fact that they were very shy, they gave a wonderful presentation. right? So you have however, despite, where he is as well. So you cannot insert. However, the fact that it's very odd. Despite the fact that, okay, it sounds very nice. Despite the fact that they were very shy, they gave a wonderful presentation. So the final one is where is the fact that. So it doesn't give sound. So despite is the best answer in this statement. Coming to number E, that says dash harmful effects are well known. People continue to pollute. So we have despite, although, even though. So if you choose despite, it becomes like despite harmful effects are well known. So if you choose although, it sounds although harmful effects are well known. If you see the third one, even though harmful effects are well known, people continue to pollute. So although harmful effects are well known, people continue to follow. That could be the best one. Number F, that's the fact that I had no money. The shopkeeper gave me a pain. We do have option in spite of, though, various. So you can insert one of this in the clear understanding. Number Z, we have that's it was raining. I didn't carry a raincoat. So you do have options as well. Although, despite, in spite of, choose the one that you think gives a sense. Now in the second section we have mass the affirmative sentence of column A with the negative sentence of column B. So you in one column, in the column A, we have all affirmative sentences, positive sentences, or general sentences in subject, verb, and object format. And the other side, column B, we have negative sentences that must match the given affirmative sentences. So we have 11 sentences altogether on the both sides each. It is a pathetic condition. They were reporting to the police. He has quit his bad habits. He always makes a fuss about it. The cat will prey on poor mice. A boy threw a ball over his head. Move it from here. Some of them were absent on the first day, either Nitesh or Nripesh. Appreciates her. They will break the ice in the right time. Kiran has some problems. So these were the 11 sentences that were given in the column A, and column B we have he has no sorry he has not quit his bad habit. So you can see the statement in match. Then the cat won't prey on poor mice. Third one, it is not a pathetic condition. Number fourth, they were not reporting to the police. Number five, police. They were not reporting to the police. Number five, a boy did not throw a ball over his head. Number six, he never makes a fuss about it. Number seven, Kiran does not have any problem. Number eight, they won't break the ice in the right time. Number nine, neither Nitesh nor Nirpesh appreciate her. Number 10, do not move it from here. Number 11, none of them was absent on the first day. Now, third type of questions that we have is change the following sentences as directed in brackets. Now, you have to transform the sentences as indicated in the brackets. So, first one, as an example, is given, it's a pleasant morning. You have to change it into interrogative. So, simple. Bring is in the front, then put question mark at the end because auxiliary verbs can be used to make questions, yes no questions, especially you bring auxiliary verb in the front and put the question at the end. That's all. So answer is it a pleasant morning? Okay. Similarly, you are given another example. That's number B. Do you know anyone called Pankaj? That's yes no question, present form, question mark. It has to be turned into statement now, general statement. So do you know? So you bring you in the front, then you have got subject, and do know is a present tense. So you takes know, or he takes the knows, I take know. So you take you takes know. Someone called Pankaj. So in place of anyone, anyone is used for the question, and somebody can be used for statement. Since there is anyone, so you can make someone. So you know anyone called Pankaj statement is you know someone called Pankaj. Now you have to write the statement for this sentence. Can she speak in Japanese? Can she speak Japanese? So you have to convert or transform into statement like she can speak Japanese. I did not see anybody in the park. Interrogative you have to make. So did not see anybody in the park. You have to make interrogative. So in negative two, it is written anybody. So you can use the same word anybody in questions. That is interrogative as well. So since it is did auxiliary verb that is used, so you can bring did in the front. Did I not see anybody in the park? Or you can join together. Didn't I see anybody in the park? You can join together like that. Sometimes junior classes it is appreciated or praised if you even say, "Did I see anybody in the park?" But here in this statement, basically we don't omit any of the words, so let's enter not as well. So didn't I see anybody in the park or did I not see anybody in the park? Both statements are accepted as per American and British statements. So number C, we have I haven't submitted my assignment yet. Convert into affirmative. The statement is given in negative. So avoid an apostrophe. I have submitted my assignment in place of yet. Yeah, you can bring yet into already. I have already submitted my assignment. Similarly, number D, we have the man walked slowly towards the door. You have to convert it negative. So walked is the past tense. So did plus not would be suitable. So please enter. The man did not walk slowly towards the door. And number E, is there anyone hiding in the cave? Statement. You have to make statement. There is someone hiding in the cave. Full stop. Number F, neither of the girls completed their work. Affirmative, you have to say either of the girls completed their work. So neither can make either. That's all. Number Z, John usually plays with his dog in the garden. So you need to make interrogative. So interrogative means here John plays. So plays. So you have to take the help of does, since it is singular present tense. So does John usually play with his dog in the garden? Question mark. That's all. Number H. Do you know the way to his house? That you have to convert into statement. So do and know, as we have already discussed earlier, you can make like this. You know the way to his house. You know the way to his house. That's all. Finish. Full stop. Number I. This gave him a deep and lasting pleasure. You have to make negative. This didn't give because gave is past tense. So you use did for past tense, and after did you have simple main verb that is give. So this didn't give him a deep and lasting pleasure. This is the end of this conversion of the statement, transformation of the statements from assertive to negative, negative to affirmative, or interrogative and negative, etc. A follow-up activity that we have is a small conversation. Read the conversation below and create a similar type of conversation, different types of using different type of sentences. So you are supposed to read this and then you make similar type of different type of sentence structure. So we have two characters, Mr. Affirmative and Mr. Negative. So it's very interesting. Mr. Affirmative says, "Guys, I'm positive. Who are you?" Mr. Negative says, "I am not positive like you. I'm neither exclamatory nor affirmative. Guess who am I?" Mr. Affirmative says, "You are a friend of no and never." Mr. Interrogative says, "Are you making fun of Negative? Why are you irritating him?" Mr. Imperative says, "Please calm down." Interrogative, "Don't be angry." Mr. Exclamatory says, "What a discussion." Mr. Affirmative says, "I'm just kidding." So now we have some kind of braille dot raised dot with alphabets that even class 7 knows how to read them, I think. The it goes like this. Look at the picture and guess the answer to the following questions. As the raised dots, the dark dots are signified with alphabet A, B, C, D, F, G, S up to Z, and you could comma and full stop as well. So Can you identify the above symbols? Can you identify? Yes or no? Of course they are, because they are all different in different pattern. And who might use them? They are used by the blind people. They feel the raised dots and they always remember these are alphabets. Number C, when was Louis Braille born? Now you have to go back to the birth of Louis Braille and give the appropriate complete date if possible, otherwise at least a year. You can Google that as well. Now study time again, especially to speaking section. We have A, engage yourself, make as many sensible sentences as you can from the table. So it's also quite easier. So you have connective words, like for example, despite her wealth she never wore gold jewelry. So you have despite, in spite of, although, though, even though. And in the middle column you have how well she was poor, she was sick, I mailed her, she was ill, and her hard labor, the heavy rain. And the final column we have is complete sentences. She has not replied me. She was awarded grade C. She did not go to see the doctor. She went to the office. She did not expect help from other. She did not get the expected results. She never wore gold jewelry. Well, moving into the time. First speaking again, read aloud in a pair. Your student A and B. Read your own part only, and then your friend completes the second half of the sentence. For example, A says, despite the cold weather, B says, we all had an ice cream. Oh my goodness. So we have pair A and pair one and pair two. We have got student A, and the other card we have got pair one and pair two, which is student B and student B again. So you need to combine them. I'll just read this part of the sentence I given. Read out the first part of this following sentences twice. A. Despite the cold weather. A. Despite the cold weather. B. In spite of the bad condition of the house. B. In spite of the bad condition of the house. Number C. Despite an unattractive appearance. Number C. Despite an unattractive appearance. Number D. In spite of high price. In spite of high price. Number E. Despite the failure. So if I go with the student B in the first pair itself, choosing the one from the just now I read one. We all had an ice cream. I bought the latest mobile phone. He did not go discouraged. They continued with hope. He married a beautiful girl. She bought it last week. Birds migrated. Seaward sorts. Now go to the second pair. We have first student says, A. Although he looked shabby. Number B. Although he looked shabby. Number B. Even though his parents objected. Even though his parents objected. Number C. Though we've known each other. Though we've known each other. Number D. Even though she passed her exam. Even though she passed her exam. Number E. Although they were playing away from home. Although they were playing away from home. The partner of this pair says they won the match. They won the match. We had the great time. We had the great time. She could not remember any answers. She was not happy with the results. She was not happy with her results. He was graded A. He was graded A. He joined the army. He joined the army. We forgot our name. We forgot our name. They were playing with high confidence. They were playing with high confidence. Now the follow-up activity in the speaking portion that we have is, with the help of your teacher, develop a similar type of game using however and although they then played in the classroom. Okay, writing section. Finally, we have engage yourself. Look at the diagram below and collect information about your travel experience with the help of the clues given. In between, let me talk to the one who are just giving gossips out there. Sir Kehibuzaina, Sir Jana Chan, Sub Chan, who is Poseidon. Poseidon is okay. I don't know who's Poseidon over here, but the Poseidon is one of the characters from Greek mythology. Pop big fan, Pop Utsav Shrestha. Basista Marjan, sir, not clear. Utsab, shout out. Utsab, big fan. Then, Basista, Venomics. Miku, Miku. Um, okay, so we go back to our reading text. Reading the final part of our reading grammar part, chapter 10, unit 10. It's a writing section, as I've already said. You have a diagram given, and then center, the title is given My Travel Experience. And then in the introduction portion, you are given what, who, where, when, how, why. I think it's going to ask you how to write beginning of the news article. And the body paragraph 1, it says detailed description of important things, popular things, and unusual things, right? Then you have to present there, and the paragraph 2 in the body section, paragraph 2 in the body section, you're given what activities, your observation, describe things, people, culture, nature, weather of the place. So you have to make number of body paragraphs for the title My Travel Experience, and giving an introduction. What actually, what are you going to say? Who are the people who went together? Where is the place? When? What is the time of your visit? And how long did you stay? How was the place? And why? Why did you go there? Why did you stay in the hotel? Why did you stay in the tent? Why? To answer in the first one. And finally, you have got the conclusion paragraph. You have to say memorable experience. Memorable experience means something that you cannot forget. Retrospect at the later date, then still remember back those days when I travel, I saw this beautiful creature. I had a wonderful time staying in the hut. I had wonderful time talking to the local people. I had really life experience that I never experienced before, of the lifestyle that they have in different ethnic groups that I have visited. Okay, after that, you collect the ideas, lesson that you've learned from the travel. That's gonna be your conclusion. Time for writing. Write a travel experience, including interesting information and exciting experience. You may use the verb information. One of the videos as I just uploaded recently a month back, that was about visiting to one of the gondolas that is made over there in Kuri, and on top of that we have Kalinchok height. Despite having lack of oxygen, we obviously felt kind of dizziness because of altitude sickness. It's above 4,000. So there, I had a traveler, and that was depicted, that's presented in the visualized form, and you could go and visit the other video that I have, that the visit to Kalinchok. Okay, so number C, follow up activities. Share your writing on travel experience with your friends and collect feedback on it. Revise and edit your writing and make a final copy of it. So let me also get some remarks, some comments on that video of the travel that I made. As far as possible, I stopped in some places to take videos and pictures, so that I can make the video, and that could be useful for the one who are thinking of going to the place. That time it was terrible because of the road condition that is not paved yet, and going to the top hill with on a bike was also a bad idea, because it was inclined too steep up, and even bike had to take a lot of rests before reaching the top. I thought it just gave up, but after some race, the engine cooled down, and then again it started giving the peak up, and I was able to go up to the top. But some places I had to climb down and make the biker run itself, right? And I had to run after it in the height, and I was panting. Okay, let's go to the project book that's given. Visit a place that has historical or natural significance. Nearby historical significance that we have is your Godavari region. You have got natural significance as well. You have Nearby other places, Kathmandu itself, entire valley itself is a historical importance, natural info. So historical, natural, you can go to Changu Narayan as well. It contains a lots of historical, like fort type of uh, area where lots of historical wars have been observed by both the Kathmandu and Bhaktapurians. Okay, so places like Dulikel, it's naturally very beautiful, and on top of that we have some historical monuments as well. And says write a description of the place based on your observation and experience and present it to the class. Now, finally, you have got a fun corner. Read the following sentence and try to find out the meaning of italicized idioms in their each sentence. So idioms, they are collection of words like phrases, and they give a certain idea, logical meaning of its own, and cannot go with another one. So the first one said, my sister lives in Gulmi, so I only get to see her once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon is given there as an italicized idiom. So you have to, what do you have to do? Try to find out the meaning. You have to try to find out the meaning of once in a blue moon. You can Google, you can find out the meaning of once in a blue moon. Number B, when pigs fly, she will tidy up her rooms. Oh my goodness, the pigs fly. In class there was poetry. If pigs could fly, it's taken from there. If something impossible things could be, possible, then she would tidy up her room. So she was so dirty and always, messed up in the room itself. So she would not usually tidy. So if pigs could fly, she would say she would tidy up. Number C, for me, the English test was a piece of cake. So, piece of cake is italicized, and I know what the meaning of piece of cake is. As easy, as light as a feather, and it's quite tasty, and it's quite easy. Piece of cake. So you can find the actual meaning of it. Number D, I laid the cat out of the bag about their wedding plan. So you see, the wedding plan has been let the cat out of the bag. So guess what it is? Plans mean revealed. Plans are revealed or not revealed. What is that? So it's kept secret or revealed. Now you have to find out its own actual meaning. Jack hit the nail is in the italicized, hit the nail on the head, hit the nail on the head. When he said the team's problem is lack of confidence among the players. Now hit the nail on the head, you have to find out exact meaning of that and then understand the meaning in the text. Now similarly, we have match the idioms with their meanings. So you are given five idioms and the meanings are also given. Now you can guess. For example, once in a blue moon, when pigs fly, a piece of cake, let the cat out of the bag, hit the nail on the head. So it's quite easier because match the following. Now you can see something very easy to do. Something very easy to do. I think it's piece of cake. Okay. Then almost never really. So when pigs could fly. Okay. Sometimes that never happens. Sometimes that never happens. And again here also, when pigs fly, something that never happens when, okay, it never happens. To say the exact right thing, hit the nail on the head. I think that's the one. To accidentally reveal a secret. So let the cat out of the bag. Where we have missing, almost never really, and something that never happens. So when pigs fly, it goes with something that never happens, and almost never rarely is almost never is once in a blue moon. So that's how we can match the idioms with their meanings. That's it for today. The reading would continue. Unit 10 will be doing next day, describing myths. Before winding up, before wrapping up today's reading, now let me read out at the end who are there in the chat. Batista Mars Nepal, Ranger Solti Lol Venom. Ranger Solti is there. Hello, hello. Hello, Skinso FKIN. So, what is that? So everywhere. It's nice place. I have went to Kalinchok. No, I have been to Kalinchok. You have to make. I have been to. Yesterday in Auxiliary Verb, I taught you about Has, have, had always takes past participle, that is verb 3. So at least you can say I have gone to Kalinchok. All right, in place of I have been. This is where I was telling yesterday. You most of the people they find whether you have good English or not, looking at did and use of have and had. So it's very important that you take care of your auxiliary verb and your English will take care of you. Okay, fun place, Venomous, Nepal. It's K Mata. What is K Mata? Batista Merson asking K Mata Insta? Miku, Miku, Miku. Venom bot is after Miku only. Who's this Miku? Miku. Let me see in the top. Who is Miku? Simrika Jor sir paisa donate गर्ने हो यो भिखारीलाई. What is that? मेरो हामो baby खाना खायो. Oh my goodness. खायो खायो. Dormini girl OMG stop. Who are you, Dormini girl? Simrika Jua sir paisa donate is same then Dormini girl. All right, you need to stop right here. Gaha. Sir paisa donate again. Sir paisa donate again. So many times paisa donate. Never gamers. No exam from tomorrow. Domini Gary, sir, I am Subham Adhikari and I am a. I don't think this person is the real one who just want to defame others. Okay, so this is going to be the end of today's conversation as well as today's reading. Why so late in the right? So I had little time taken because I had gone for vaccination as well, vaccination over here. So a bit it's paining and as I was just taking a rest. Anyways, I thought of coming back to you know live session and chat so that we can continue our reading. And our reading we just reached 10. We still have more. We'll be continuing next day as well. Till that time, bye bye. Good night. Take care. All the best for your upcoming exams as well. Somebody is just humiliating. Somebody is just saying no exam from tomorrow, but nowhere from our school or your school information is circulated. So prepare well. Good night. Bye bye, Buddha.